I picked, I don't know if I'm starting all over again or what the heck is going on, but today I ain't in the mood for it. So I picked Desert Orthopedic Surgeon, and just in case the tape messed up, remember this is the cream that I use, and it kind of feels like the icy hot, if you will. If you're a runner and your legs are sore, you put the little icy hot. And then I also use this CBD oil, which is called Chill Out. So I use that, and I basically just put 2 drops up underneath my tongue. And my legs are swollen. I'm swollen. It's like, is this a part of the high blood pressure medication? Just so much mess goes along with the trauma. Besides the every day that you really don't feel like getting up, you're not motivated. It's motivating me to be able to share what I'm going through because, they don't tell you all this shit, do they? Anyway, this is what the ice pack looked like. So, being that if you're here by yourself, I'm in my den. So, what pretty much is going to happen, or if you've had your rotator cuff repaired, or if you are getting ready to have surgery, is what I was originally getting ready to say. YouTube, because YouTube, you can find anything on Google. YouTube it, and it's going to recommend for you to get a recliner because you will not be able to sleep in your bed. You're going to be up basically, but this recliner lays all the way back. It's called a no gravity recliner, and as you can see, I have a strap going across here. Unfortunately, I'm a little heavy up here at the top, so some of you may be able to bring the strap going across here, but due to God's blessing, I'm not able to do that. So mine goes straight across here. I feel like it's about to choke me to death, but it's Velcro. So it just kind of works like so, and it works its way down, and basically it feels absolutely fabulous. So there's a machine that's right behind me. You fill it up like a third of water, and then I'll tell you, if you have an ice maker, it's going to take the entire tray. So the day that you get ready to have surgery, if somebody say, do you need anything, say ice, because your ice machine is not going to make enough ice. This lasts for about a good 4 hours. um so if you're in pain, you just had your surgery, you're going to need more than 4 hours. So if you take your pain medication, maybe you'll doze off. And while you're dozing off, if you are blessed to have someone here to help you, which I am prayerful that I'm going to have someone here because I have a very, very low tolerance of pain. And while I fall asleep, she can dump the water, put a little bit more water in it, and fill it back up with ice. So, like I said, you're going to need the whole entire tray that's in your freezer for your ice maker. Because every day I use the whole tray. Isn't that something? So, this is kind of what I look like when I get ready to go to bed. So, just kind of keep this on, and fortunately, I have to take a pain pill. I'm not at a level where I am not taking a pain pill, but I wanted to find out how you doing. We've been talking about the last 3 days. What makes you angry? Why are you angry? When you recognize why you're angry, what are going to be some of the steps that you're going to do to try to take care? I'm sorry. Uh, Take care of each one of the items. And like I said, it's like one step at a time. If you wrote down 20 things on a whiteboard or in your little notebook tablet, don't try to handle all 20. It's just next to impossible because we have good days and we have bad days. And some days we just don't feel like talking to nobody. And when that day happens, just text them back that you're resting. You don't have to give them a whole story. You don't have to say October 1, blah, 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 blah. Because remember, they don't really want to hear about it. They just need to know that you're okay. So just text back honestly that you're okay and you're taking an opportunity to let yourself rest. Give yourself permission. Remember, let time be time. One day at a time. One step at a time as you're climbing the steps. One step at a time. Don't leap. So, a couple days ago, your assignment was, how did you feel yesterday? Then the next day was, how do you feel in this moment? Me, I'm freaking upset that I got to lay here and I have this ice machine on me. I've taken a Tylenol number 3. I'm sick of taking a pain pill. I'm ready to have my surgery and I'm ready for my surgery to be done. My whole thing is I worked for you. I wasn't there at the concert kicking it, having a great time. I was a subcontractor. I was an employee. Take care of your employee. I took care of your guests. If we didn't take care of your guests, you wouldn't have any guests. If we had bad attitudes, you wouldn't have any guests. We are hospitality, and we're handling your guests, making sure that your guests are here at the entertainment capital of the world and they are enjoying themselves, where they can go back and tell somebody what a wonderful time that they had, because it's all about repeat business as well as new business. But I'm sitting here waiting to have my surgery. So, okay, let's talk about the good news. The good news is, won the case. Okay, I picked the surgeon today. Desert orthopedic surgeon. I don't know if I can tell you the doctor or the surgeon name or not, so I still have to be careful because I'm still in the middle of legal stuff. However, I go see the surgeon next week, and I'm prayerful that when I walk in, we can put a date on the books for me to have surgery number 1 so that I can move on with my life. And it's like we're just chit-chatting with Shey. Me and you talking, because I know you get it. You're like, and I'm like, when is it going to be over? How did you move forward when you still have surgeries that you have to do? How do you keep the roof over your head? It's almost like workers' comp is welfare. I'm just keeping it real. How do you pay? Your car note, your insurance, gas, water, electric, sewer, trash. When you call them, they could care less that you were involved in Route 91. Half of them say, well, what was that? And they right here in Nevada. What was that? Oh, you talking about that country thing that happened in October? So, it really don't affect people that it doesn't or it didn't involve. Most of the time people get involved when it's something that actually directly affects them. Remember that. People only call people that are busy. So if you ain't have nothing going on, nobody gonna call you. When you got a lot going on, people are going to call you because they want something from you and they know that you can get it done. So right now I'm taking a break from myself because sometimes I need to sleep in my other bedroom because I need to take a break from Shey. I just need to sleep in another room. You know how they say, you just need to get away for a moment. A staycation. I can have a staycation in my other bedroom because sometimes I can't stand myself right now going through all of this. But anyway, so next week I'll go see the surgeon and we'll pick a surgery date. Then the following week, which is like Labor Day weekend, I go see the other surgeon and we'll figure out what we're going to do about my ankle. So, I guess I'm excited. My facial expression doesn't really show it, but, it's been almost freaking 11 months. 11 months, and we are now scheduling me appointment for a surgeon. So those are one of those things that I'm freaking angry about. And then I'm thinking, wow, country concert. 22,000 people were here, mostly non-Nevada residents. Who stepped up to help? There's so many people. I'm not even talking about PTSD. I'm not even talking about the post-traumatic stress disorder. I'm not talking about that because we're going to have that, the trauma. I'm just talking about the daily stuff. Who is helping them? I put on my Facebook, can you just donate $10? On my Facebook, there's maybe 3,500 people, and I feel like I'm begging people to donate $5 or $10 to help another survivor stay in their home. And everybody got this hashtag Vegas Strong shit. What does hashtag Vegas Strong mean to you? Well, the night of the shooting, we all came together, but most of us that came together was not Las Vegas residents. So let me repeat that. We all came together, working together. Most of the people at the concert was not Nevada residents. But here in Vegas, we got it everywhere. Hashtag Vegas Strong. We wearing t-shirts. I've had it on my Facebook maybe, 5-6 days. LinkedIn. What's the other one? Who even cares? 3 or 4 social media sites. And I'm begging people for $5 to $10 so I can donate to a 501c3 organization that literally kept me in my house. It'd be different if I said, hey, can you loan me? Can you donate me $1,500? I would never get a phone call back. I'm saying, can you donate $5 to an organization that is helping people here in Nevada? The organization is out of California. I don't know of anybody here in Nevada that have something set up to help victims here. Help them just pay for the medication. Victims of crime can only do so much. I don't know about anybody else besides victims of crime, but there's a limit with each item. I mean, if you're looking at me and it's like 11 months later, I'm still waiting on a surgery. Would it be fair for an employer if I went to go get a job? I'm damn good, so I'm going to do an excellent job. And then I say within 90 days, I need to take off. I'm going to have surgery. I'm going to be out for about 2 months. That's not right. Do the right thing. So I'm trying to be good. Stay humble. Stay prayerful. It's hard. I know it's hard for me. It's hard for you. So going back to your task. Day 2, you were supposed to write down how you feel in the moment. Because remember, I was drowning. And people were laughing. People were laughing. Nobody threw the life jacket over to help me. They were laughing. And then the next day, I seen myself rise to the top. I seen myself speaking. I seen myself doing workshops and helping other people, getting resources, legitimate resources, because one thing about it, you got to check people out and make sure they say who they are before you refer them to somebody else. Because I received a list. I'm going down the list and they're like, Route 91, what's that? They weren't even prepared to take a phone call from us. But I'm like, but I got this from victims of crime. You guys are not communicating. You're not on the same page. So you want me to sit here in pain all day and call about 20 people and ask for assistance. That was stress on top of stress. And my pressure was running 155 over 115. And, I posted it on Facebook one day, and people like, you need to change your diet. It didn't have shit to do with what I was eating. It was these BS companies that I was calling, telephone numbers that was given to me for resources. That'll make anybody pressure go up when you've been lied to or, given the wrong information. Half the time I'm not feeling well, can't lift my arm, trying to write notes. And after you done made about 3 phone calls with them saying no, 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 you want to take another Xanax or something, condition yourself, condition your mind, you just want to woosah. So then you can call 3 more people as they say no, no. And then they right here in Vegas and say, oh, I didn't hear about that. How the hell you not hear about a massive shooting in your own town? What you mean you didn't hear about it? Are you that untuned with what's happening in your community? Just crazy. And I reached out to a couple of political folks. I'm not going to name drop yet. And I said, I need to talk to you because some things that are happening with us is not right. Okay, give my secretary your number and have my secretary call. Get on the books. I'll call. Well, he's unable to help you. So I didn't drop it right there. So we know it's a he. He is unable to help you. Well, that's funny. I didn't ask for his telephone number. He gave me his business card and said, have you call my secretary and have my secretary give me your information and I'll get back with you. Well, I don't know. What is it? Oh, August the 14th. How can I forget that? Because yesterday was my birthday. So, 1, 2, 3. That's running. I called all 3 of them. Not one person called back saying, what's going on? How can I help? But you knocking on our doors and you calling and saying, vote for me. I can't even get a conversation going on to let you know what's going on about Route 91. We're not talking about the GoFundMe funds. We're talking about, is there something set aside for us as survivors? We need counseling after hours somewhere. Doesn't really matter. Counseling is normally 8 to 5. This is a 24-hour town. So counseling need to be 24 hours. Why can't we just get it together? I guess this is the rant, huh? I guess I'm ranting because I don't feel good. But I wanted you to see basically how this ice machine works and how uncomfortable I am. Tubes is going. I just wanted you to see. Because I'm definitely not comfortable. And just to think that once I have the surgery, I'm going to be wearing this thing for a while. But I also wanted to try to keep you on your task. So back to you. Why are you angry? And then what steps are you going to do about it to cure yourself? And then yesterday, I believe I talked about strictly for the men. You ain't no superheroes. You real. You did the best that you can do with the given situation because you didn't know what was going on. I seen a lot of men diving right on top of their girlfriends, protecting their girlfriends. And you didn't know to run. You didn't know to lay down. You didn't know what to do. But you need counseling as well. Don't try to be a hero and say you got it. Going to counseling, you might be weak. Has nothing to do with it. It's about talking about What happened? How did it make you feel? Protecting your family or unable to protect your family, and go on. Because there's going to be some things that's going to trigger. What do we have, like 4th of July? There's still freaking shootings going on. It's going to be stuff going on. And kids are going back to school. You've got to watch your babies. Watch your babies. Because sometimes when you think they're okay, they're really not. If they're of age, talk about it. Talk about it. But try not to maybe talk about it in the home. Go somewhere, maybe go to the park, relax, have a great time, go to a buffet. I can't recommend one for you because I'm not a buffet person, but there's thousands of buffets here in Vegas. Have a family outing and just kind of talk about it, what happened, and that, maybe your child was heroic that day, very brave. What they did was brave. Make sure you continue to encourage your children and let them know that they were brave. I'm thinking at this moment to just think positive, and positive things will happen. Tell your family that. Think positive. Let's think positive as a family. And positive things are going to happen to your family. And be sure to tell them that you love them. I try to text or call my kids. And, if I don't hear from them in a week, I have to say, call me. Don't text me. Don't text me. I need to hear your voice. Because we know when our children are not okay. Well, I've taken those drops under my tongue. I've taken a pain pill. But I wanted to make sure that I had communicated with you like I promised I was going to do. So write in your book. If you're still writing, you got a page, you got 2 pages. Continue to write why you're angry. Even if it has nothing to do with the shooting. It could be some past stuff. It could be some things that happened to you as a child. But you were worth saving. So, let's heal together. I'm going to leave you with a little nugget today. Actually, I already kind of talked about this one, but take the first step in faith. You do not have to see the whole staircase, because I'm thinking right now, and I don't want to walk up those 3 flights of steps right now. But just take the first step. So I'm going to say it one more time. Take the first step in faith. You do not have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step. Peace and blessing, much success, and I wish the best for you and your family. Today is August the 14th, so in a minute, it's going to be a whole lot of people getting ready to jump on the bandwagon, wanting to celebrate October 1. So we got to be right. There's not a day that goes by that I don't think about it, that it doesn't make me angry. I had counseling this evening at Desert Behavior. Miss Jones, I thank you for being there. Desert Behavior is free, 6 to 7, every Tuesday on Maryland Parkway in Desert Inn. But there's not a day that go by that I don't think about what happened. And what if I ran to the right? What if I ran to the left? But I'm here. I'm here, and I'm on an assignment. And my assignment is to try to teach you, share with you some of the things that I have learned in therapy. If you're unable to make it to therapy, and if you're still healing and you got to take the prednisone, I'm still taking prednisone. Yeah, it's going to put some pounds on you, but guess what? When you get yourself together, you get your mind together, you're going to feel good about yourself, and you'll be able to do a little cleanse, do a little detox, and you'll get the weight off if that's what's bothering you. You know, put that down there too, that you're angry. I gained 38 pounds, but I still think I'm gorgeous because it don't matter what anybody else say. It's how I feel. When I'm in here crying by myself, there's nobody in here drying up my tears. But I had a horrible day today. Little victory today. But I wanted to reach out to you to keep you on your task. What makes you angry? And then tomorrow, write down, how can you get your joy back? How can you get your peace back? And the things that you wrote down, what are you going to do to help you recover from those? What are you going to do? And remember, if you've been arguing with your spouse and all the tension, the finances, all this stuff started after October 1. Just put on a post-it if you don't feel like talking. Just say you love her. You love him. You love her. Because it's not you. It's not your fault. None of this is our fault. Remember, we're victims. And we're going to survive together. God bless you. I wish you peace, joy, and just comfort. Just comfort. And a big hug from me. Because you matter. Remember that you matter. Good night.